Hi guys, I wanted to do a quick video for you to get into some of the mechanics behind the generator portion in Harmony vertical axis wind turbine. Harmony is basically what I've named my wind turbine because of all of the technology behind her design. The yin and yang components of her blades and the way the blades and the generator work harmoniously together to control high wind speed, dangerous wind speeds compared to other wind turbines and extreme wind conditions, but the generator on the low end will enable startup even though it's going to be using solid core coils. Now, in the residential market, people aren't using solid core coils because of an effect called lockup. When you have a strong magnet coming in close proximity to the coil, the two want to hold and lock together. So that requires an enormous amount of thrust just to get past that first revolution, just to get the wind turbine moving. So the residential market is using air coils to overcome this problem. I'm looking to use solid core coils in mine, and I've got a very unique way that I'm making that possible. So by using solid core coils directly coupled between the blades and the generator, I'm not going to have a gearbox, I'm not going to have a 90-to-1 ratio, even a 10-to-1 ratio. I am looking to have direct coupling between the blade turbines and the generator with solid core coils that are helping me to get 10 or 20 times the output that you would with air coils at low RPM speeds. So, without further ado, I'll show you a couple short clips here explaining the difference between solid core coils and air coils, and put this video out so you can at least get the information by this weekend, which is what I had been hoping. Thank you. Okay, what you're seeing here is a demonstration of how the cogging effect or low speed lockup happens. You see the strong magnets being attracted to that solid core coil and they don't want to move. Now imagine having 8 or 20 or 50 of these pairs between a strong magnet and a coil. Here's another example of lockup with a different configuration, and it just doesn't want to move when it's sitting still. So I'm going to come at that a different way to make the low startup speed possible. Now what you're seeing is this generator is running off of a 9-volt battery. That's a very, motor is running off of a 9-volt battery. It's a very large motor, relatively speaking, compared to the little battery running it. But it's running so well because what I'm using here is 2 solid core coils, and if you notice the magic behind this, I've got dual pole repulsion. So I've got axial flux hitting both poles at the same time. So I'm repelling with the same power you'd put into 2 coils and only be getting 2 poles pushing. I'm getting 4 poles pushing in this case. So this motor is able to spin so efficiently because it's pushing with both ends of the coil, all for the same exact amount of energy input that you would normally get in most motors just pushing 1 pole. So here we have an air coil, and you say, why would you even want to mess with solid core coils if they're so problematic at low speed? Well, this video clip is going to show you the dramatic difference between air coil performance and solid core performance at low RPMs. Watch how the air coil can barely pick up just a few of these washers. Now, without changing a single thing, you'll notice the amperage stays the same if you rewind this clip and watch it. All I did was put a solid core in, boom. It's running off the same 12-volt supply at 4.5 amps, but you're getting 10, 20 times more performance. Okay, there you have it. Hopefully I did a fairly good job of explaining why I want to use solid core coils in my design, and if you can simply trust that I am going to overcome the low speed lockup cogging problem, it's kind of my secret sauce in the generator, then you have something here where you can see that even though I may not get the high tip speeds that the horizontal axis wind turbines get, I should have the ability to produce a tremendous amount of electricity as compared to residential size horizontal wind turbines using air coils. I will, of course, continue to put out more videos explaining things as we go along and as people have questions, but for now, hopefully this suffices. Thank you for watching.